Today we're going to be looking at the MN82, and I want to take it apart. I want to at least get the body off of it because I want to see what the guts are like, and we'll see about upgrading the shocks in this video, or in preparation for upgrading the shocks. Who knows? Oh, looks like we got a screw here. We got one there. There. Don't think those need to come out, and then two up front. So, not too bad. A little bit easier than the 128. There we go. So far, all the screws are the same. That's nice. Alright. 6 screws out. Let's see if that's enough. No, it is not. Looks like we need to take these two out as well. So it's 8 so far. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, now we have 2 wires to contend with. We have this one here that goes to the battery. And then we have this one which goes to the lights. Get those unplugged. Okay, let's explore what we have and what options we have to upgrade. Well, we can upgrade the electronics for sure. Nice that it is a regular servo. It's a regular 3-prong servo. That is nice. Switch is normal. I don't know why there's 3 wires on the switch. No clue. Whoa, we have an extra screw. Well, they must have got it together, right? They got an extra screw. And there's where the drive shaft lives. So not much to this thing, is there? Let's upgrade these shocks while we're here. I have a few upgrades to do, but let's do the shocks first. Drive shafts are the next upgrade. We'll do that next, after we test the shocks. Alright, these look to be the front shocks, because they have a little extra doodad here that goes on the top, and it replaces the one that's there. Okay. So let's do that first. So we'll unscrew this. Could you have replaced these shocks with the cab on it? I don't know. Maybe. Sure, can't do it with the tires on it. This is the part that I'm concerned about on this whole model, is this axle. That to me seems like the weak point. I don't know how many upgrades or how much upgrading I'm going to do to this thing. Probably not much. There it goes. That has a little roundy thing right there, and that's why it was so difficult to remove. Looks like it is molded on to here, so that's all one piece. Good to know. It's a nice piece. Looks like it is the same as far as length goes. Okay. I'm looking to see what I think the best spot would be. All right, I'm going to check these for oil. Oh, looks like it gets oil from the bottom. Okay. Maybe not. Take a look at the top. Yes, you take the top off. No oil in here. There are O-rings, we saw those, so that's good. I'm going to try 20 weight oil. I'll put them all the way down. Let's look in the top. Do we have a... No, we do not have a... Sometimes there's a bladder on the top of the shocks that give with the shock. So there's no bladder on the top, so it's going to be a little messy, but that's all right. I'm going to fill it just a little bit up to the top. I'm going to get a paper towel here, and then I'll slowly press that up and get the air bubbles out of there. Okay. Screw the top on, but not tight, just snug. I'm going to press that together. Make sure I don't have any squirter outers. Okay. That one's ready to go. They're not the best shocks in the world, but they'll do. No, it's a short one. Wow. I wouldn't have guessed that. And then this goes in and this goes in. There we go. I mean, they do dampen, but the action on them is just awful. Oh well. Better than what was there, because what was there was a spring. Okay, now they're rear. Yeah. These shocks. Okay, it's going to be using the screws that come with it. There are those little baby ones there. Oh, did I get that screwed in? No, I didn't. Boy, these shocks are just awful. They leak like a sieve. We will see if they continue to leak after a few runs, because they might just be squirting the extra oil out. We'll hope. Oh, these don't even Yeah, these are bad. These aren't even. These don't even have an O-ring in them to hold the oil in, and the adjustment threading here is all jacked up. How are they on this one? Let's look at this one. So yeah, these are awful. Awful, awful, awful. There's no O-rings. There's no oil in them. Of course, they wouldn't have any oil if they came with it because they would empty out all the time. Yeah. The front ones at least had O-rings. So we'll see how they perform. And they look to me to be too long. See? They're too long. If they had oil, they would still work for the application because the distance from the center here to the bottom is the same. So that's good. They would have the same travel as the other shocks. But no. They're fired. I think I'm just going to leave them without the shocks in there and see what happens on the back. Yeah. Disappointing. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is look for real shocks from real things. And what the hell does that mean? Well, instead of looking for shocks for the MN82, I'm going to look for shocks that are these lengths. So how long are these shocks? And then from there to there is going to be something different. So you have to look when you buy your shocks. What are they measuring? Are they measuring from the center of the eye to the center of the eye? Or are they measuring from outside to outside? So you might as well have both. But I'll see what I can find on the line for us. All right, let's go end to end. Oh, look at that. Isn't that great? All right, we'll try this again. 61 millimeters for the front shocks. And eye to eye is roughly 53 millimeters, I'd say. And the rear, let's get them cleaned up a little bit. Get their little nubbins on there. I have a nubbin remover somewhere. There's my nubbin remover. Right. Yeah, it looks like these would probably hold more oil than the others. Oh boy. These are 54 millimeters long and approximately 48 millimeters eye to eye. So we'll see what we can find on the reputable sites for shocks. So what did we learn taking this apart? Well, we learned that the shocks you buy on AliExpress are bad. And I will say, since starting this adventure in RC crawling in January, these are the first things I've bought from AliExpress that have been bad, and I've bought too many things. These shocks. The only good part about this whole kit is this little riser. This little riser is machined very, very well. The shocks, not so much. Taking this thing apart, we've learned that it's 8 screws and they're all the same, which is nice, as opposed to the MX128, which is all different, or 3 different types. Not much to the radio there. Let's see if there's anything underneath. Because one little chip doesn't seem. Oh no, there's more underneath. And it is somewhat coated. The main chip here isn't coated very well. It's only coated on one side. But it is somewhat coated. There's the part number there in case you're interested. The servo is a standard servo. So that's upgradable or replaceable. The motor is a standard little motor too. You can replace that if you want. I probably wouldn't upgrade this. I wouldn't upgrade. I'm not going to upgrade the power on this thing because I'm afraid it's going to snap the axles. The only thing I want to upgrade is the shock to get the suspension better. Okay. Got a little bit of a Carolina squat to it now. Alright, these are the lights. Lights go in here to the white. This is the power. This goes to red. We got some wires here that didn't want to be nice, so we will shove them in the side. Still got some wires that don't want to be nice. There we go. Alright, let's get this screwed back up. I'm going to say that this model is definitely a race to the bottom. I mean, it goes well, it crawls okay. There's not much upgrades you can do to it. Or that I would do to it. By the time I would spend the money for the upgrades that are out there for this thing, because I would want to upgrade the axles, I might as well buy the MN128. MN128 is worth the money. Worth the upgrade, in my opinion. What the hell do I know? Well, I think I'm going to wait and see how much oil drains out of this before I take it back out to Crawl Venture. Because I think we already know the answer to the question, is this upgrade going to make a difference? And I'm going to say no. I'm going to say this upgrade is not making a hill beans difference. And you should avoid those shocks. Tires, good. Like the tires. Tires are a great upgrade. Shocks, not so much. Alright, thanks for joining me on this adventure here. I'm trying to upgrade the MN82 to make it a super duper crawler. But it already is alright. It's pretty good. 128's better. Thanks for watching.